back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lolita and you can call me Lolita. I'm hoping I will post this 2 days or like 3 days after Valentine's Day because I have shit timing, but it's okay. So I am going to be recommending you romance books to read if maybe you didn't have Valentine's like me. I was gonna recommend you to read them on Valentine's Day, but like I said, my timing is shit. So I'm gonna recommend you 14. I'm gonna recommend you 13 books. I promise you I was counting. So it's like 13 or 14 books, romance books. You get why I'm saying romance, right? If you're like a book talk girly, yes, or like book talk guy. So romance books that you can read if you're single or if you're in a relationship, you know, just to pass the time. Because every time I go looking for a book, I go on TikTok to search for the books I like, and now I feel like I'm rambling. So the first book I'm recommending to you is Bartholomew by Penelope Sky. So this book to me wasn't all that exceptional, but I would read it again because, you know, the strong alpha plot. The second book I'm recommending to you is Verity. I would read this book again 100%. This was an amazing book. I'm not a person for thriller, but the plot twist, it knocked me off my feet. It knocked me off my bed. Was I sitting? Was I standing? I don't remember what I was doing, but the plot twist is insane. I would read it again just for the plot. Even if it's not like a romance, I would still read it again for the plot, but it's also very romantic. But I would read it for the plot. So Verity was like, I wouldn't say thriller, but there's a lot of paranoia. A writer, a small writer, was hired to come complete a book for like this more famous writer that had like a series going on for some years now. So she was hired to come help complete the book because the original writer fell sick and she couldn't move, so she couldn't finish the book. Like, she couldn't move, she couldn't talk, she was just basically a vegetable. So she was hired to come help with that. When she got to the house, she fell in love with the husband of the writer, who was basically non-responsive to anyone, and she fell in love like that in that house. I don't know how anybody falls in love in such an environment, but okay. So that's when she started having paranoia, because she would feel like the wife is watching her, but she's unresponsive, so how is she watching you? So the third book I'm going to be recommending to you is Trapped by Shaggy Sanders. That book also, it messed with my mind. Have you ever read a book thinking, oh no, I know what the plot is going to be at the end, and then it just takes a completely different, what you're expecting to happen doesn't happen. It's not like a long book, it's a really short book, but I would really recommend you read it because it was a really nice book for me. It has all that romance, lots of romance. So the books that I'm sharing right now, they're not like different genres. For now, I'm mixing together the different genres that I was reading, and I'm just gonna give you it. And if you want like book recommendations based on different genres, you could also tell me. I could also share with you like that. The fourth book is Monster Without Mercy by Cynthia Eden. That was a good book as well. Like the alpha protective vibe, you know, and the romance. I think it was really good for me. I highly recommend you go read that one because I liked that one. You know, I could read it again as well. It was a really good book. I don't know if you would like the summary of the books, but I don't think that's what I'm doing right now. The next one is Mile High. Mile High, it's like those I wouldn't say enemy to lovers, because you know, enemy is like when you're strongly against someone, but it's kind of like enemies to lovers. It is a good book as well. Would I reread it? I don't think so, because when a book has like the same trope all the time, to me it kind of bores me. But this one I could read, and I read all the way through, and I like the plot and everything. So it's like it's actually, the plot is in the name, Mile High. It's like air hostess and this famous I don't know if he was a basketball player or like a baseball player. I swear I read this book, it's just my memory is not good. Another book I recommend to you is Owned by Ivy Barrett. So this one is just very, very, very romance. A lot of romance, you know. Yeah, an insane amount of romance, and you know, intense intense romance at that. So I don't think I'm gonna explain it, but if you're into romance, a lot of romance in a book, you'll like it. It's like you can even feel in the name that it's gonna have a lot of romance. Owned, it just explains itself. I hope it explains itself, and I hope you get what I mean when I say romance. Okay, another book I'm gonna recommend to you. This one is like sweet, but like it's not as intense as like others that I've recommended. It's a Not So Meet Cute. A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. It's a very cute book, you know. It's like it's not very alpha. It was about a billionaire who lied about having a wife who's pregnant because he wanted to secure a deal with his business partner, and like a girl who wants to marry a rich husband so she doesn't have to work and she can live comfortably, and she's upfront about it. It's not like she lied to the guy. She was upfront about it, and I was like, I want a rich husband so I can live comfortably. And the guy, like, he was all for it because he lied, he needed a fake wife. So they entered this agreement of, let's be a fake couple so you can get what you want and I can get what I want. So it's like partnership. I know there's many fake I know there's a lot of like fake relationship type romances are there, like the fake relationship, fake fiance trope. But it was a really nice book. I liked the fact that she was upfront about wanting the billionaire husband, and he was like, fine, because you want a millionaire husband, a billionaire husband. Okay, the next book that I'm going to recommend to you is Flawless by Elsie Silva. That book I wouldn't read again as well, but it was a really good book. I liked it. Like, if you read it once, it was also very romantic, and not the romantic, but it had romance. Unblessed. Unblessed is a book that I really liked. Unblessed is like fantasy, and in the book it's like fantasy alien type of things. I'm sorry, I read every kind of book out there, please don't judge me. It's fantasy and it's about alien and different worlds out there, and I found it very romantic and very how can I say, it's like when you're accepting of a person's religion and a person's race, you know, it's like, yeah, it's very accepting, and it teaches you how, actually I don't think I learned the lesson there, but it's a very good, it's a Christmas romance as well. It's a very good Christmas romance story that is about diversity and accepting one's religion. Alien romance dating agency book where humans are, where there's a matchmaking site for humans and aliens, where you input your information into a site and then it matches you, and then the alien comes from their planet to come, well, they choose if they're gonna live with you or you're gonna go to their planet. Actually, you both choose, you know, relationship things. Other book that I'm recommending to you is Wedding Daddy. I know how it sounds, but don't take it that way. Don't take it that way. It has romance because it's like an older woman. It's an older guy, younger girl type of book, but it actually has good romance in it. Like, not the romance, but it actually has like a good plot, and I would read it again. Actually, I really would. And don't take out of context the name. It's a really good book. Because I don't know, some days I'm like into this older guy, older guy, younger girl type of books. I don't know if that makes me weird. Please don't judge me. The next book I would recommend is Strictly Business by Carrie Elks. Sometimes, you know, you just want to read these lighthearted, funny type of books. That's what this is. It's very lighthearted, it's very funny, but it also has romance in it, so read that one as well. Okay, another book. Oh, I actually saw someone recommended this book. Actually, when I was searching for books to read, I actually saw this one on TikTok. It's called Before We Were Strangers. Before We Were Strangers, it was a good book as well, but I don't know if I would read it again. I don't know why I keep saying that I don't know if I'll read it again, but it was a good book overall. I recommend you read it because it's on like my list. Another book that I really liked is called Black Sheep. So this book has a lot of romance and like murder, and I don't think I can say on YouTube. So this book has a lot of and romance. Oh my god, no. So this book is about an and her professor. So this girl was raised believing that, you know, she only has one goal in life, and that's revenge for her family. But she meets this professor who has a dark side. Actually, a dark side. Who has a dark side, and there's a lot of romance. And yeah, they kind of hit it off, and now she's thinking about changing her career and whatnot. It's just a whole lot going on in that book. I would read it again 100% because I like that female empowerment type of thing, so I would definitely read it again. So that was the last book. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the books that I recommended. Or maybe if you need like more book recommendations, I'm always here because I love reading. I'm over reading whatever genre you want, except horror, I guess, because I don't read a lot of horror, but I have some. If you'd also like me to recommend horror, it's fine. So any type of book recommendations that you want, ask me, and I will recommend some books that I've read before and that I liked in whatever genre or whatever type of books you'd like me to recommend. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. That will really help me out a lot.